Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today guys, I am going to be talking about the store Office Depot. So I've been there several times. I go there every now and then to fax something, or I haven't been there to make copies, but they do have that available. But fax something, maybe to purchase some paper like in bulk. I rarely go there because one of the things is they're very much overpriced. So if you think you're gonna go there and get a bargain, no honey, no, you're not. You're not gonna get a bargain there, even with a coupon. Let me tell you about their coupons. You get a suppose for example, this is what they do. You go buy something from Office Depot, then they give you a coupon right after that. They print out your receipt and then it comes with this coupon. Y'all, the coupon has a list of all kinds of things that it doesn't apply to, which is some of the most basic stuff, y'all. Like, seriously, Office Depot, y'all have to do better. So I go there every once in a while, but it's not worth the money, the stuff that they have. I could go to somewhere else and get it way cheaper with the same quality. Like, so why would I pay more at Office Depot? But anyways, I had went there recently. Actually, let me back up. I go there every now and then, like I said, to fax and stuff. But my experiences there, I never had any issue at all until this time right here recently. So before now, I went there, no issues. You always have to stand in the line, like that's no doubt about it, but that's not an issue. But I'm just saying, if you go to Office Depot, no matter what location I go to, I always have to stand in the line. So it is what it is. And yeah, like it's always a long line at that. And it seems like it's always only one person helping. And then it's always somebody else doing something else. I don't know what they're doing, but they're not helping with letting the line go down faster. Just saying. So this experience, I am so disappointed in Office Depot. Like, so I went to this Office Depot. Usually I don't go to this location. I usually go to the one near my home, but I was somewhere out and about and I was closer to this location. I needed to fax something. So I was like, well, let me just stop at this Office Depot. So I stopped at this Office Depot and my goal was to fax something. So I went in there and I got excited because I saw the signs and it said copy something. I thought it was going to say fax on the sign, but it didn't say fax. So I went over to the line and I stood in line and there was someone in front of me, and the lady, she was taking a while to check out. Like, she had a lot of questions to ask. So I was standing there waiting patiently or whatever in the line because on the different, it was like three different machines. And it said copy. What else did it say? I don't remember what else it said, but it didn't have fax on the sign. But it had copy and something else, but it didn't have fax on the sign. So I didn't know to go there. So I stood in line for a good little minute until when the employees in the line that was assisting the lady, he asked me, ma'am, can I help you with something? And I was telling him, oh, I need to fax something. So he was like, oh, you go over there. And I was like, oh, okay. So I went over there, but then I'm like, why doesn't it say on the sign? It has these huge signs on the wall and it doesn't say fax on it, like not at all. So I go over there. There's this lady in the middle trying to do hers and she's taking a while, but I'm like, okay, maybe she just doesn't know how to use it. So go to the first one. Y'all, it doesn't work. It says unable to connect or something like that. Okay, so I go around the lady to the third one. So I'm doing everything, put my paper at the top, what I want to have faxed, put in my credit card information. Everything is going smooth, y'all, just smooth. And I was like, oh, in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start going to this location from now on because it's so easy. I could just do it myself because I'd rather do it myself than wait on people. I'd rather go to a self-checkout than have to stand in line and all that. Y'all, that's just me. Some people want to stand in line and be catered to. Not me. That is just not me. I don't have time to wait on people. So I'd rather go to self checkout or just help myself. So I went to the third one and I put it in and everything, my paper, and to have it faxed. Put it in my credit card. Everything was just going smooth. My paper went through there, and then it said, okay, your info was faxed. Okay, so y'all, my paper didn't come out. It went through the top all smooth and everything, and it didn't come out the end, but it said it was faxed. So I was like, okay. So I had to go back to that same guy and tell him that my paper didn't come out of the fax machine or the copy machine. It's a copy machine too, but it didn't come out. And so he was like, okay. So he came over there. Y'all, let me tell y'all, that lady, she was still in line this whole time. She was still in line, and this took a while, but the lady was still in line. She still had a lot of questions to ask him. So he came over to me. He pulled my paper out. He said, did you get charged? And I said, well, I think I did because it told me that it faxed. And then he was like, well, just check. So I kept on refreshing my screen on my phone to see if I had got charged or whatever, even though it said it sent. So I would think that it charged me, but it didn't. So he was like, okay, next time, ma'am, just hold the fax machine down at the top, and so it doesn't get stuck, and do it that way. So y'all, I tried it again. This time, when I tried it again, y'all, it got stuck on the credit card reader thing, and it just kept spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning nonstop. I stood there for a good little second, and I was like, all right. So by that time, the lady in the middle had left. Mind y'all, this was the last one I could try to use. So I went to this one in the middle, the second one. Went to this machine, tried to do the same process over again. Y'all, that one didn't work. Like, such a disappointment. You have all this technology, you have these 3 machines, none of them work. None of them work at all. So I'm standing there for the longest at that one, and then finally the guy comes back over again. The same guy comes back over there again. Mind you, there was another person over there, another employee, doing something else. Like I tell you, every time I go to Office Depot, there's always an employee like helping everybody, which creates these super long lines. And then there's this one person over here that's not assisting with bringing these lines down. Like, I just don't understand. So he comes back over there, and he's telling me, ma'am, I can do it manually for you if you still having problems. Y'all, I have been there for a hot second by now, like trying to do this, just fax one thing, y'all. I said, okay. So I pulled my card out because it wasn't working. So I pulled my card out. So y'all, the lady, she was still there in the line. So I had to go stand behind her. And this lady, she still had 1,000,001 questions to ask. So I stood in line, y'all, waiting for this lady. So then finally, she was still there. Finally, the employee got back with me. He's like, oh, ma'am, here, you can give it to me and I'll fax it. He was trying to take care of us both at the same time because the lady, she was still there asking her questions. So I was like, oh, do you have a cover sheet? Because usually Office Depot has a cover sheet to put over in front of your paper that you're faxing. Okay, you're gonna pay for two copies, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. So he was like, no, I think we ran out of the cover sheets. Okay. All right. He said, well, you can write on a piece of paper. I said, okay. So he gave me a piece of paper. I wrote my information down. So the lady had him so distracted. He was about to fax my stuff without the cover sheet that I had made. So then I had to remind him, hey, don't forget about the cover sheet that I had wrote down on. He's like, oh yeah. So he got the information and he sent it in, and he's like, oh, it's gonna take a few minutes. And it took less than that to do it. But y'all, the time it took me to fax 2 sheets of paper at Office Depot, I'm telling y'all, it was about an hour. I'm telling y'all. I am telling y'all. Honest, y'all. Honest. An hour at Office Depot to fax 2 sheets of paper. Yes, 2. Only 2. An hour. An hour. So y'all, I definitely will not be going back to that location. I don't have any problem with Office Depot, although they are super high. I'll still go there every once in a while to get, like I said, like fax, or either to get bulk size of printer paper, or maybe ink if I don't find it at a place where I want to buy it from. But y'all, that's it. Those are really the only 3 things that I would go in there for. And also, I'll go with my mom there because she likes to go there every once in a while, and I'll just tag along with her. But y'all, definitely not going to that location again. Would I recommend Office Depot? I would recommend it if you need to buy ink, or you need to buy some printer paper in bulk or something like that. And yeah, I would recommend it for that. But otherwise, buying all this other stuff, pens, envelopes, whatever, all this, backpacks, what else do they have? Like all kinds of stuff. All that other stuff, no. Don't recommend it. It's overpriced. And also the paper is overpriced. So while I'm saying that, I haven't bought paper from them in a while, but I have bought paper in bulk from them before. And you might want to shop around before you decide to purchase some paper from Office Depot as well, or whatever you're going to buy. Make sure you go do your research before you buy anything at Office Depot. I'm just saying. But yeah, guys, I don't know what was up with that day and me being able to fax my 2 sheets of paper. Took a whole hour, y'all. So I don't know. Office Depot, y'all have to do better. Like, seriously, y'all have to do better. But thank you guys for watching. I want y'all to like, subscribe, and comment down below, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.